Classic Tetris World Championships 2018. Jonas versus Joseph. This is where it all started for me. Thankfully, one day, the YouTube algorithm decided to bless me with this one thread that, when polled, led me into a very deep, very wholesome, and downright one of the best online gaming communities in the entire world. Tetris. But the community has lost arguably the game's most influential player, the 7-time Classic Tetris World Champion, Jonas Neubauer. When I first started watching footage of the Classic Tetris World Championships, I was intrigued. Before that point, I don't even think that I knew the general strategy of making a one-column wide well and putting a line down to get a Tetris. But as I started to actually delve into it, I started to watch almost all the big matches on this Classic Tetris World Championship official YouTube channel. I love watching all of the plots of each player colliding into a spectacularly simple, yet extraordinarily impressive show of skill, patience, and finesse. Jonas is one of the players whom I took an elevated interest in. I found it interesting that even though there was an entire new crop of players using the hyper-tapping strategy, which was basically proven to be better, that Jonas never made the transition to hyper-tapping and instead continued to play as he's been playing since the beginning of the game. And he exceeded expectations doing so. Joseph Saley was the youngest player to win the Classic Tetris World Championship, and he did it by beating Jonas.
That was spectacular. If Joseph can't speak for himself, I'm going to say that the kid played with pure heart, the most clutch Tetris that we've seen from anyone. He just really had the ability, had the natural ability, and let it shine as bright as he could in his first tournament. I can't say anything that you guys aren't thinking right now, but what an exceptional performance, and truly an honor to pass the torch to the new generation of Tetris players.
After this loss, Jonas would compete adequately in the next 2 Classic Tetris World Championships, but during that time, Jonas played the role of Tetris ambassador to the world, and he played the role like no one ever could have. I remember one day during vacation, we were watching some random show called To Tell the Truth, and I remember looking at the screen and saying, wait, hold on, I know that guy. I know him. That's Jonas, and sure enough it was. And that very same moment I got on my phone and saw that he was streaming. I dropped in on a stream and I remember asking questions which he answered for a solid 15 minutes or so. Asking questions that he had probably answered 1,000 times in his career, but he had no problem repeating his answers. He was welcoming and warm, and that was the day I realized his wife was actually the Dr. Mario World Champion, and I thought that was just so cool that they were both into this same very niche community and that they were some of the biggest names in said communities. When I heard yesterday that Jonas had passed, I was shocked, as I think everyone even remotely involved with the Tetris community was. I think that it's only fair of me to mention the fact that I never met Jonas, never had any other interactions with him other than those which took place on Twitch, that I can find relating to his unfortunate passing, in the hopes that you guys donate to the GoFundMe, or at least just send your thoughts and prayers to the Neubauer family. At 38 years old, he is succeeded by his wife, Heather Neubauer, who will be in my, and I'm sure every other person's, prayers for a long time. Nobody was better at his job than him, and no one will fill his spot. But we all still have countless hours of Twitch clips and YouTube videos where we can see him doing what he was most passionate about, playing Tetris, drinking whiskey, and interacting with his community. It's truly a tragedy. That's really all I have to say. Thank you.
Yes.
You are live. You are speaking to the people, Jonas.
Hey, great commentary today, man. Appreciate
Thanks.
you for everything you do.